The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey. 4 down. Over.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Over.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Oh,
he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll hand it down to Geis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 14, front it.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points, so I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3, or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Alert! Alert! Gun! 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 55's my guy, 55.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off to Geis on the screen. Good move at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This is Geis on a handoff left. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So out now come the Redskins. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Shotgun. Let's go, 14.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Shotgun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go. You got 4.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Here we go now. Blue lining.
Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Gun!
Now Jackson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go, 14. 40.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Left.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Gun. One's left. He's crashing.
On first down, Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here come the Redskins now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Time.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
14.
Play action. It's Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Ravens have got it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, boys, got 4.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
53's the mic. 53.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll buy some time right. Airing one out for Crowder. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. Hot. Switch it.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Over. Hot. Gun. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's good. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
19. Sorry, move 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
12. Right there.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's Wilson to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Cole. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They start on the ground with Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now, because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is, don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, boys, got 4. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
14.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Spread left.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Double tight. 4 down. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
14. Go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4 down. Zebra.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.